And hello again, folks. Welcome to part 2 of my historic comics in Storyboards. Now, if you didn't have a camcorder back then in the mid-80s, you could only do the next best thing later on besides telling it, and that is to add more fun to it, enhance the fun by drawing it out. One of the funnest, it was short-lived because he moved on, was Randy, that lived down in the back of the neighborhood, and this guy was a party-holic galore. And he would always get kicked out of his house for it. And he would be so trashed. Every day we would, look at him, my older brother, when he lived with us, him and Randy would fill the ice cooler up full of brews. And he would always pass out everywhere. We call him Randy Passer Out or some shit like that. Well, one time he invited us over to his house, and I just glanced inside his room, and I saw all these damn holes punched in his wall. So I could only draw it out just out of humor, because he always looked at me and said, "Big Al, if you don't be quiet," I go, "Randy, you sure punched a lot of holes in that wall. Big Al, if you don't shut up, I'm gonna punch some holes in your head." So I made it into a fun thing because I was intimidated. I felt violated, And he said, it shows on this caption there, "I did that." He had those little award things in his room and things like that. So, and then there was another party animal down the street from his name, as I said back in the prior video, and even in a story, Stephen Havard. Oh man, that guy could put away some brews, and pretty much, partying with him, that's how I became to love my beer even more. So we'd go over there and party, and I even drew some pictures of him. And going back to 1983, again, 84, we would go up to the corner store and play at the time Dragon's Lair. And he could master it pretty good. He was pretty good at some games. And he died on it. He goes, "I don't doubt in my mind one bit that this game is a piece of shit." And it was funny. I just rolled laughing the way he said it, and I kept asking him, "Steve, I couldn't record it now. What is the game?" "A piece of shit." And finally he got so trashed one day, "Steve, guess what? What's the game?" And he just screamed out like this, "A goddamn piece of shit." And it got so funny in class. I would sit in class and study hall just out of sheer boredom. I would even write more.